This here is my M4 Mac Mini. His name is Jarvis. He is my AI executive assistant. Obviously not right now because he's unplugged. There are some things I like about Jarvis, and there are some things I don't necessarily love about Jarvis that can be fixed. First of all, ports. You've got 2 high throughput USB-Cs on the front face, and then on the back we have 3 additional. We have our HDMI out, we have our Ethernet connector, obviously power. That's it. Is that enough plugs for an entire computer setup? That's up to you. For me personally, that's not enough plugs. A strange idiosyncrasy that I don't understand. I'm not a tech engineer for a $1 trillion company. That's okay. What does my perspective matter? This is the power button. This is how it sits on a table. You want me to pick it up and then click the power button and then put it back down every single time I want to function the power button? That seems very, very odd to me. Fortunately, Stouchi has come up with the perfect solution to all these issues. For starters, you see this orange tab, which also they have a variation that is black. This is a power button adapter. You see here, you can click that and it slightly pushes that up. So you no longer need to actually pick up your M4 Mac Mini to go ahead and function that power button. Simply place it directly on the stand, which by the way, look how sleek that is. It natively fits perfectly. Right there on the back face, obviously it'll sit on your desk just like that. Right there on the back face, you have access to your power button. You can click it very easily. You hear that? The entire enclosure will be powered by a single USB-C, so you're not taking up too much real estate on your native device. That is very nice. We see this gap around all the way 360 degrees. The reason being for that, this here is your vent and cooling setup on the Mac Mini. So if you were to seal that up, you would have less airflow. The way the form fitment of this works, it just fits right on these little legs. It fits perfectly, so there's smooth airflow all the way through. Very nice. Now on the front, we have some ports. We have 2 USB 3.0s. These are 10 gigabyte read speed, which is insane. We also have both a TF and an SD reader. These are limited to 180 megabits. That is not a function of this device. That's a function of the technology of the time. This will allow you natively to plug in TF and SD readers, which is super, super nice because that's not a functionality you have natively on the M4. Switching over to the back here, we obviously have our 4K 60 frames HDMI out, which is super, super nice. It's just as good as the M4 itself natively. You have your 3.5 jack if you want to run headphones. And you have 2 slots. These are USB-A's that are actually 2.0 slots, specifically for a mouse and a keyboard. You can use them for whatever you wish. Now, I haven't even got to the best meat and potatoes of this product. Jarvis here is a base model M4 Mac Mini. That means 8 gigabytes of RAM installed. I have 256 gigabytes of internal memory storage. 256 gigabytes does not go very far. That is where this comes in once again to solve all the issues of the M4 Mac Mini. Right on the bottom here, we have an SSD enclosure. You have 4 different size variation slots. This holds an additional up to, you're not going to believe this, it's insane, 8 terabytes. I don't know what you would need 8 terabytes of storage for because I've been using the internet for almost 18 years. I don't have a cumulative 8 terabytes of data collectively. You have it if you need it. As far as the install process goes, it does come with a screwdriver and little set of screws. Depending on the size of SSD you go with, depending on the capacity of it actually, will depend on the size. That install should take less than 20 seconds, really easy. This topper is actually just magnetic. That's really nice. Form fitment and functionality, absolutely insane. This is a no-brainer. You're getting excellent value on it. Not to mention, just placing it on here, when you get the right seating, there we go. It is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. You place that on your desk, it kind of just looks natively like that's how it should have probably come. Stouchi has made a really cool product with this. It is a great addition, a must-have. If you're running an M4 Mac Mini setup, you absolutely need to include this in your setup because it's a major up level. Definitely check it out.